Hello, guys. Welcome to Nigeria Infotainment. I'm Prince, and here is
Archie.
you're welcome, Ochi. In case you
Thank
don't know,
you.
Ochi is the model, she's an entrepreneur, and she's into beauty and modeling. Of course, she's former Miss Nollywood International, if I'm right.
Yeah, former Miss Nollywood Nigeria
Okay.
and ex Miss Tourism Cross River State. Thank you, Nigeria Infotainment, for having me on this very show and, of course, having me to discuss this very spicy topic on the 50-50 conversation about
Would
couples.
you like to go 50-50 with your spouse? Now, what I mean is, if you're married, do you want to be sharing the bills, with your wife, or you want to be sharing the bills with your husband?
Wow.
Or as a man, would you allow your wife to share the bills with you? Or as a woman, would you allow your husband to be sharing bills with you? Or do you prefer your husband taking all the bills alone? So that's what we are going to be discussing. I'm married,
And I'm still
and
single.
and you're single. So I think this is kind of a balanced thing, okay? Now, sometimes in marriage, especially here in Africa, here in Nigeria, man take up most of all the bills, at least 95% of the bills in that house. The children's school fees, the house rent, the utility bills, and every other bills. It's a norm that people feel that here in Nigeria, it's a normal thing to for a man to pay all the bills. Is a normal thing. That's what we believe on, that as an Africa, as in Nigeria, as a married man in Nigeria, you have to pay the bills. But most time in the Western world, it is not like that. You understand? At least I have few people over there who says they share bills with their husband. Sometimes the husband take up the school fees, why then take up the house rent and all that. But in your own, do you think it is the right thing or it is the wrong thing to do?
Before they come for me, first of all, a lot of people will say, "Oh, she's not yet married. She doesn't have the right to answer that question." But this is it. May not be married, but of course, I lived with my parents for years, and I'm still living with my parents as a single lady. And I've watched how they balance the equation, how they
Okay.
balance their life.
Okay.
This 50-50 thing should be discussed between the people, between the couples, the man and the woman. And sometimes I'll say it's the way you start, that's how you continue.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me personally, if I'm a woman and I'm doing well,
Okay.
and my husband is also doing well, I wouldn't wait for him to settle all the bills in the house,
Okay.
right? There are things I know that, of course, if I can take care of, I'll take care of them. And then if there are some essentials, right, that you don't
Yeah.
need to, in fact, there are some necessities. Especially, let me just use kitchen, for example.
Okay.
There are some little things that finishes in the kitchen, and then someone will be like, honey, salt is finished. Honey, this one, Maggi is finished. I feel like those things are things that women, if you're doing well, you should replace even without the men, knowing.
Yeah.
So for the 50-50 thing, I wouldn't say yes, I wouldn't say no, but I would say that couples should have this discussion within themselves
Yeah.
and know their strength. All right.
Okay.
But what I always stand for is this: a woman should learn or should try to have financial freedom before getting into marriage,
Okay.
right? So you can be able to, support yourself and support your husband. Because for me, doing something in your matrimonial home is not just for your husband alone; it's for yourself and for the kids.
Okay,
So
but the thing is this, right? Let's use Nigeria as an example.
mhm,
Here in this part of this world, Nigeria particularly, we have this mentality that it is a man that's supposed to bear the responsibility of a home.
okay,
It has been like that ever since we were born. It has been like that from growing up with our parents, living our life. Ever since we were born, it has been like that. So normally we naturally we have this mentality like, as a man you have to pay the bills in the house. So my question is, how do we change such mentality? Because things are changing, responsibilities are growing. School fees is high, house rent is high, things are high, things is expensive in the market and all that. And most time, the income of the man is not enough to take care of those bills. Okay. Now, how do we change the mentality of